Hello students, today we will do the poem A Photograph from your book Hornbill, and it has been written by Shirley Towson. Shirley Towson was born on 20th May 1924 in England. She had a huge passion for writing and was exactly influenced by her father, who was a writer too. She came under the influence of Celtic Christianity during the period she was working on her books dealing with the folklore of Britain and Ireland. Among her notable writings are The Celtic Alternative 1987 and The Celtic Year 1993. The poem deals with the theme of impermanence of life. Human life is short-lived. It is ever-changing. Death and decay are an integral part of human life. With time, man loses his youth and strength. Then one day he is no more. What is left behind are the sweet and the sour memories, which are often evoked by some photograph. In this poem, the poet remembers her mother who died about 12 years ago. There is a photograph taken when her mother had gone for a sea holiday with her cousins and her uncle. Looking at the photograph, she experiences the great loss of her mother. The poem basically talks about how death can silence you and leave you sad. Setting of the poem. The poem is set in the memories of two women, the poet and her mother. The mother's memory is in the form of the photograph that is referred to in the title of the poem. She misses her past as a little girl, visiting the beach with her two cousins. On the other hand, the poet's memory is that of her mother who has passed away. She remembers how her mother would look at old photographs to cheer herself up. In both cases, the women grieve for the past that they have lost. Here, the overview of the poem. The poet looks at the cardboard on which there is a childhood photograph of her mother. She had gone for a sea holiday with her cousins Betty and Dolly. While they were paddling, their uncle took a photograph of them. Both the cousins were holding the hands of her mother, who was the eldest among the girls. This was before the poet was born. Time fled past since, and all those who were in the photograph underwent changes while the sea remained the same. Her mother would look at the photograph after about 20 to 30 years and laugh nostalgically. Now for the poet, her mother's laughter and her sea holiday is a thing of the past. Her mother died about 12 years ago. The silence of the photograph silences the poet. She experiences great loss. Now the poem A Photograph. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two cousins went paddling, each one holding one of my mother's hand, and she, the big girl, some 12 years old or so. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's. That was before I was born. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. See Betty and Dolly, she would say, and look how they dressed us for the beach. The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter. Both rive with the labored ease of loss. Now, she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived. And of this circumstance, there is nothing to say at all. Its silence silences. The poem consists of 19 lines in total. It is written in the first person, hence, it is safe to assume that the speaker of the poem is the poet herself. There are 3 stanzas in the poem, and these 3 stanzas depict 3 different phases. The first stanza refers to the childhood of poet's mother when she was a pretty young girl. The cardboard shows me how it was when the two girl cousins went paddling. each one holding one of my mother's hand, and she the big girl, some 12 years old or so. Here, cardboard means photograph. It was means it was the day, how it was the day. Paddling means wading. 12 years means here the mother was 12 years old. Explanation. The poem begins with the poet looking at a very old photograph of a mother, and she recalls the old memories of her childhood. The photograph shows her mother's enjoyable moment at a beach with her two cousins who were younger to her. They were walking in the shallow water with bare feet near the beach. The mother was standing in the middle and holding hand of her two cousins who were standing on each side. The mother was around 12 years old when the picture was taken. All three stood still to smile through their hair at the uncle with the camera. A sweet face, my mother's. That was before I was born. And the sea, which appears to have changed less, washed their terribly transient feet. Here, all three means the poet's mother and her two cousins. Through their hair, it means when the uncle was taking their photograph, the three girls, they were smiling, and the wind was blowing at that time and scattered their hair on their faces. A sweet face, it means the poet's mother had a beautiful face. I means the poet. Transient, it means staying in a place for only short time. Here it means very short, temporary. Feet here means human life. Explanation. The poet describes how the photograph was taken. All three of them, the poet's mother and her two cousins, they stood still and smiled at the camera when their uncle clicked the photograph at the beach. As the weather was windy at that time, their hair was flying over their smiling faces. The poet's attention is drawn towards her mother's sweet face. Her mother was looking very pretty. All this happened before the poet was born. Everything has changed since then. Her mother grew up into an adult, and now she is dead, and the poet is reviving her memories. The only thing that has remained unchanged is the sea, which was washing the feet of all the three girls. They all underwent changes while the sea stood still and seemed unaltered despite the passage of time. The mention of the word transient indicates the ever-changing lives of human beings as well as the shortness of their stay in this world in contrast to the eternality of nature. The girl's life drastically changed during this period, but the sea has not changed over the years. Its waves are as fresh, shining and tireless as they were years ago. So this stanza beautifully explains the transient nature of human beings. The second stanza refers to the poet's childhood when her mother was an adult. It depicts the memory of her middle-aged mother laughing at her own photograph. Some 20-30 years later, she would laugh at the snapshot. "See Betty and Dolly," she would say, "and look how they dressed us for the beach." The sea holiday was her past, mine is her laughter, both wry with the labored ease of loss. Here, snapshot means photograph, dressed us means put on clothes, wry means disappointed, her laughter, it means mother's laughter. Mother's laughter was the poet's past. Her past, mother's past. What was the mother's past? Sea holiday. Labored ease, it means bore the pain of loss easily. It was painful to recall the time that has so easily slipped out. Explanation: the poet recalls the sea holiday was her mother's favorite moment from the past. Even after 20 or 30 years, the mother would look at the photograph and laugh nostalgically. She would comment on the dresses worn by her cousins, Dolly, Betty, and herself. Sea holiday was her mother's past, and her mother's laughter has become a thing of the past for the poet, as her mother was dead now. The poet still remembers how her mother would laugh at the photograph, remembering the sea holiday with a fondness as well as sense of loss, because that time would never come back. In the same way, the poet feels nostalgic thinking about her mother and her laughter, which has become a thing of the past. The last stanza refers to the poet's adulthood when she is not with her mother. It depicts her sadness and loneliness after her mother's death. Now she has been dead nearly as many years as that girl lived, and of this circumstance there is nothing to say at all. It's silence silences. Here, as many years means 12 years. That girl means poet's mother. This circumstance means the death of a mother. There is nothing to say at all. It means the poet has silently resigned to her fate that her mother is not with her anymore. Silence. Silence means complete absence of sound. Here, silence refers to the silence of the photograph made the poet and the whole ambience silent. Explanation: the poet recalls that it is nearly 12 years since her mother died. Now she has nothing to say about the circumstance. It leaves her sad. The poet is totally absorbed in memories of her dead mother. She can feel the pain but unable to express it through words. The photograph is silent and leaves her silent as well. The memories of her mother have been permanently etched in the poet's mind with a feeling of eternal loss. Nothing remains of her but memories. Death now has overpowered the innocence of these moments and the pleasure they treasured. Now, the poetic devices. The first poetic device used in the poem is alliteration. Alliteration is the close repetition of the same sound in a line. The poet has made a deft use of alliteration in the poem. Now, the first line, all three stood still to smile through their hair. Here, repetition of S and TH sound. Their terribly transient feet, repetition of T sound. Its silence silences, repetition of S sound. Next is oxymoron, labored ease of loss, the coming together of two opposite ideas to describe the same entity. The words labored and ease are opposite to each other, but describe the same entity, that is loss. Now the next is personification. Personification means when we compare a thing or an object or some non-living thing to a human-like quality. So here the example of personification is its silence silences. The situation has been given the human quality. Silence surrounds us. Transfer epithet. Transient feet is an example of transferred epithet in the poem. It refers to human feet, but it is used to describe the lack of permanence of human life. This is all about the poem A Photograph. Hope you have understood it well. Thank you.